What's going on, people? Welcome to Live Palace News. We've got some big potential news dropping today of a new signing, and this could be very big for us as me and Patrick have been debating a possible right wing back slash right centre back, a versatile player in Martinez being linked. However, it's a swap deal, potential swap deal with Edouard going the other way to Girona. So we'll be talking about that and more. As always, drop a like, subscribe if you're new here. Let's see if we can hit the 200 like barrier once again. And I'm joined by Lou. Lou, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Just there's a bit of transfer news, but the one thing is do we think the journalists are respectable enough? Do we think it's clickbait? I wonder what you guys think in the chat as well.
Yeah.
Me personally, I really want this to happen. I've been screaming for right wing back cover last season. Remember how much we was debating it from last season? Because I was like, one injury to Munoz and we're finished.
Yeah, you did, and we could potentially be getting a right wing back. So the reports are coming out that, as I mentioned, Arnau Martinez could be potentially heading to Palace, which would be big. The Spaniard, who's played for the under-21s for the Spanish national team, however, hasn't made a actual first team appearance, could be leaving Girona to join Palace for a fee of 10 million euros, including bonuses. However, there's a twist. Odson Edouard goes the other way for a flat 6 million euro fee. Deal is almost agreed between both clubs, and that is according to Santi Auna, who's the Foot Mercato journalist who's got over 300,000 followers on Twitter. It's not just a right wing back, it's Edouard as well, even. But before we talk about the Edouard part of the deal, 10 million euros, still a relatively young player in his early 20s. As you mentioned, the position as well. What's your thoughts on the player overall? I don't know if you watch much of the player, but I'm pretty sure you've watched highlight clips. Yeah. What do you think about the profile?
Well, first of all, I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Football Talent Scout on Twitter, Jacek Kulig. He's been doing player profiles since like 2019, and now he actually works for professional clubs. Like he's been hired as a private agency to find players for teams, and he done a profile on Arnau Martinez. When was this? At the start of 2023.
Yeah.
He says the complete fullback, perfect as a right centre back in a three-man defence, fast, agile, versatile, tactically intelligent, good positioning, anticipation, tenacious tackler, excellent technique and ball control, above average passing and crossing skills. He is Girona's jewel. He's now gone on to make 134 appearances at 22 years old and played in the Champions League. And you're telling me we can get this guy as a squad player, rotation, and get Edouard off. That's why I'm like, this is too good to be true. This is like the perfect transfer scenario. Like, it doesn't really get much better than this for me.
In terms of the right wing back option, are you surprised that the club are actually making a move there? Because we've seen Corpora's been involved last season. What's your stance on the Corpora versus a new right wing back situation? Because me and Patrick have been debating this as well. Patrick have mentioned Corpora being an option there, but where do you stand with it?
I've said over and over again, number one, Caleb Corpora has gone through serious injury in his earlier part of his career. He's only 18. I don't think he's anywhere near the level to be a backup right wing back to Daniel Munoz with our caliber of team and where we want to go and what we want to achieve. I think he would struggle to probably get a League One loan at the moment due to him not playing much professional football. He's one for the future. He can't even stay fit at the moment. To me, it's not even in question that we should be bringing a right wing back in. And I did say in the previous stream, I'd really want a right wing back hybrid, like who can play right centre back, a bit like Ben Johnson, but not Ben Johnson, a better version. And this is exactly what I was looking for. It enables so many other things in the squad as well.
What about the right centre back as well? The versatility. We kind of debated about this. For me, I still feel like if we were to sign in Martinez, I still feel like we need another centre back because I'd rather have the depth in in terms of Martinez is a right wing back cover. Yes, it's nice they can play as a right centre back, but I would rather have an actual centre back in that position. But I know you was excited about the potential of him covering both positions.
Yeah. No, but listen, when we talk about we need to sign another centre back, are we talking if Gahey stays? Then I don't think we need another centre back.
We do.
No, it may be a loan deal, but how?
Why not? We play 3 at the back. You have 2 centre backs to cover, which was the actual how we was meant to approach it. With
sorry. There would be one more. There would be one more.
One more. Yeah, Gahey, another centre back.
Yeah, it would be one on loan.
I don't think it needs to be on loan. I think we need the permanent.
It does signing. Because of Riyadh.
Yeah, but then you want 2 centre backs behind the 3 centre backs, not like you want 3.
Yeah, you'd have Martinez, and you'd have the new one that come in, and you'd had Lerma, and you've had.
But Martinez is not centre back. This is where me and
bro, he is.
He's not a centre back. How many times did he play centre back last year?
Oh, bro, he's literally can play he's more of a right back than he is a right wing back. Therefore, right backs traditionally suit a right centre back role. Exactly why Klein thrived in Glasner's system.
Yeah, I know, but would you not rather have an actual centre back in that position so that Martinez?
No, I would rather have a hybrid. I'd rather have a hybrid.
Why? Why would you rather have a hybrid? I don't understand that point. Why?
Because they can play 2 different positions. Why do I just want a right centre back that all he can do is play right centre back and be on the bench?
But I'd rather have a specialised player in his position.
We don't have the money.
We do though. This is where we disagree. We do. Why don't we? Why don't we? We need to sign 3 players.
We can't have specialist backups.
Why don't we have the money? Why don't we have we have enough positions?
No.
What don't we have? Go on. Sorry.
No.
What don't we have? Let me not cut you off.
What don't we have? We can get a centre back, one that comes in that is a specialist centre back. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other one has to be a hybrid, like Lerma. He can play centre mid, centre back. This guy can play right wing back, right centre back. Yeah. Then we get one more in who can play, who is just a centre back that can maybe cover the back 3.
Yeah.
But that Martinez guy would be one of the centre backs. He would be one of the depth. We can't keep signing centre back. They have to be able to play.
Martinez still coming in. We
can't afford to have a team where one specialist player for each position. They have to be able to play more than one position.
So you'd rather just have the one centre back in Riyadh as a cover option behind.
I just said Martinez and one more.
Martinez is there, but I'm talking about just actual centre backs. You would just rather just have Riyadh there. That's fine.
Let's just say Gahey stays. Yeah, it'll be Gahey, Lacroix. Yeah. Gahey, Lacroix, Richards. They'll be the starting front 3. Yeah. Martinez would be a right centre back cover. Lerma would be a centre back cover, and we'd bring one more in on loan to then cover until Riyadh is back. That would make 6. Then you've also got Mofe Jamedi behind him as well. That would make 7. That's fine for me.
I don't know. I don't know if Jamedi is.
Yes,
ready.
He can be a 6th, 7th choice.
Because Kapora, we can use the same stance for Kapora. Like, why would we need to sign Martinez if Kapora can play as a right wing back? It depends on how Glasgow.
But he's played 10 minutes in the Premier League.
Who?
Kapora.
But Jamedi's played 0 minutes. That's what I'm saying. So you're mentioning
Jamedi is physically way more ready than Kapora.
Yeah, but Ozil was ready as well physically under Vieira, but he still hasn't played that many minutes.
No, but anyway,
it depends on the manager. It depends on how the manager.
We're talking 6 centre. I was saying Jamedi is 7th centre back.
Yeah.
I'm saying, look, Gahey, Lacroix, Richards, top 3 centre backs. Yeah.
Yeah,
we bring in another specialist centre back. That's 4 centre backs. Then you have Lerma and Martinez. Yeah. Then you'd have Klein and Jamede. That would be enough for me.
I want to quickly answer this point from David saying we don't have the money to have a specialist centre back. We have Mark, Lacroix, Richards, backup Riyadh, Lerma, Klein.
That's not.
But why don't we? I don't understand where this narrative is that we don't have the money.
You can't spend 15 million, 20 million on a player that's going to sit on the bench.
Why not? We spent 30 million pounds on Nketiah sitting on the bench. We can. What's this narrative that we can't?
If they listen, that's different. Nketiah is the backup striker.
Yeah, and then we can have a backup centre back.
But we do. We just named loads. Look, Gahey, left centre back. Lacroix, centre back. Richards, right centre back. That's the main 3, yeah? Martinez, right centre-back cover. Yeah. Then we need to bring in another specialist centre-back that can cover all three. That would be the marquee 10, 15 million pound sign.
Yeah,
Van der Berg.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We agree there's one more centre-back. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. One more. And then Lerma and Martinez can be cover and Jamie.
Ideally, as much as I like Lerma to play centre-back, he's not a centre-back. I'd rather just have the squad depth in midfield. Let's say we have one or two injuries in midfield, then Lerma might need to cover midfield.
Lerma's a good
injury centre-back and in midfield, then things can get complicated. It's like who's going to cover midfield or centre-back. Like, I'd just rather have the players there. This money narrative, I don't understand. Personally, I don't understand because we barely spent any money this window. We sold players last year as well. We've become used to this thought of we don't have any money. Why don't we have any money?
No,
you said we don't have any money.
It's not about not having the money. It's about using the money in the right places. And if we're not selling Gehi and we're not selling Eze, then we really are.
And you sign a centre back for £15 million that sits on the bench. Not that complicated.
Okay, but I'm saying
you don't have to spend £45 million for. I'm not saying buy a marquee centre back and let him sit on the bench. I'm just saying buy a centre back. And maybe he can be.
But we could also get one on a season. Okay, let's say. Okay, for example, chat. You can chime in on this. Yeah, if we had Gehi, Lacroix, Richards, we signed Martinez, and then we got, let's say, just Achimpong from Chelsea as a left centre back on a season long loan. Yeah, and then we had Lerma as well, and then Mofi, and then Riyad to come back in January. Would you be happy with that?
Let's see what the chat says. Do you have access?
Would you be happy? Would you? Yeah, I can see the chat. But would you be happy with that?
For me, I personally feel like Riyad is still an option. So Riyad is going to come back.
No. But Riyad's January. I'm talking about if we had Gehi, Lacroix, Richards as the starting three. Then behind Richards was Martinez. Then let's say, just for example, because someone asked me about a loan deal, Achimpong. Let's just say Achimpong comes in from Chelsea. We always get a Chelsea loan. He can cover left centre-back, main centre-back, right centre-back. And then you have Lerma as well. Then you have Jamide and Klein. Would you be happy with that?
I'm not going to include Jamide and Klein there, personally. I don't.
I think Jamide.
I don't know. We don't know Jamide. You might like him, but it depends on Glasner. If Glasner doesn't think he's ready, then he's not ready. So we don't know.
Okay, but that's because Jamide and Klein. Jamide and Klein was 7th and 8th. Though I named 6 other centre backs.
Yeah. Have you got access to the chat? Would you be able to go through the chat right now?
Yeah, I can go
and see what they're saying. Yeah, see what the chat is saying as well. Let us know in the chat where you lot stand with it. Look, even if it's another loan signing, then that's fine. I think we somewhat agree with each other in terms of we need another centre back, but your thoughts are just.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're not. I'm counting Martinez just because he counts as cover as centre back for me. Caleb unlucky with the back injury at the moment, but it seems Glad had rated him to be back up to Danny. Yeah, but there's no evidence of it. I'm just saying for me, there's no evidence of it. If Gehi stays, you don't have to spend big on one. You could go for a development piece. There was reports on Van der Berg, but apparently he's going to a different European team. Do y'all have Jemedi in the first team? From what I've seen, he has all the attributes to be a squad player this season. Bissek wants to come to us now, just a fee to be agreed with Inter. If you're going to listen to journalists on Twitter, it's so hard to decipher who knows what really. It's always good to have 2 to 3 utility players who can play multiple positions. That's my thing with a team like us. We have to have players who can agree with you.
For me, how I view it is we don't need that many players. We already said it. So at this point, I would rather the club just invest and get the players and the positions that we need to strengthen. And that's like the 2-3 players rather than trying to. I understand that we can solve problems by saying Lerma can play centre back. Maybe Martinez comes in, he's a right wing back and also maybe right centre back cover. But for me, if we have to sign 3 players, I think a lot of people can agree, maybe 2-3 players that we need to sign. Let's go out there and sign those 2-3 players. We've spent £3 million so far. Remember, Edouard is leaving in this deal. That's what the reports are suggesting for 6 million. So technically, we're only spending for what, 4 million euros on Martinez?
That's about 2 million of the same as Sosa.
So we spent like £5 million. So it's like, come on, we're playing in Europe. We've got Glasner. I understand these players can fit in the hole, but I'd rather get a specialized centre back. I'd rather just go. If it's not now,
Specialized centre back.
If it's not now, hold up, Lou. If it's not now, when is it going to be that we're going to invest and try to keep pushing forward? If it's not on the glass,
I know, but I'm saying
the perfect time to show that ambition.
I'm just saying, what specialist centre back for 20 million is going to want to come in and sit on the bench?
But that's where competition comes in. He can be challenging.
No, but I'm saying
this is my stance with Sarr as well. I think Sarr's a great player and it's been fantastic in Glasner's system. But we can definitely do better than Sarr. Like I'm saying, there are better players than Sarr. There are better players than Richards. When you look at the back line, Richards is the out of the three, even though he's been fantastic for us. He's probably the weakest link, but he's still a very good centre back. But we can still improve there. It's all competition. It's having proper competition.
But that's what I'm saying. Martinez is that.
But Martinez last season he just played as a right back, and
that's because Girona played.
He looks like a right wing back, anyways. So I don't think Martinez is that. I don't. That's what
you don't know him, bro. You don't know him.
Yeah, you know him.
How do you know Martinez? But I've done some research. He's literally an Azpilicueta type player.
Yeah, well, yeah, he can play as a right centre back, but I'd rather just get one more centre back.
But you're not letting, bro. No, I'm not letting you go. Well, one more.
What do you mean? You're not letting me get.
Because you're trying to get the last word in. But I agreed with you. After Martinez, there needs to be another centre back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We agreed on that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Agree with you. Yeah, see, I'm getting a few people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, is wild.
Oh, here we go.
You know what I mean? Agree. Better to have a hybrid who can move. Bro, you told me to go through the chat.
People agree with you. Look at you. You're just picking up the comments that say I agree with you.
I'm going one by one, bro. I'm going one by one. If Edouard goes, we're bringing another striker.
Let's talk about the other part of the deal.
Let me go through these comments because there's quite a few.
Go on. Go through the comments.
When Munoz plays every game, that right wing back cover as a hybrid is ideal. Yeah. Don't think we can trust any reports that the deals are done. I do believe that centre back is 30% of the squad in the system. Depth is key there. Versatility is a bonus. I've seen it on 2 different sites. Having never invested well in depth, position or versatility players makes sense. Yep. Is Martinez? He's 6 foot tall.
Yeah, it's 5'11".
Yeah, listen, CPS short. This is what I said. I said we need a fourth one. We need one more specialist centre back. And I gave an example because someone asked me about a loan player. We was linked to Achimpong, who I think is a great young centre back, but I don't know if Chelsea would let him go. But I'm just thinking he's the type of profile, and we always get a Chelsea loan. We don't have the money to have a specialist centre back. I do think we have the money to get one more good centre back in. Jamide deserves his chance in the first team. He deserves his chance maybe in the League Cup or something like that. Tim, Jamide is absolutely good enough to be the 5th centre back. He looked solid this preseason, and Golazna's comments about the Austria trip suggest that our players pushing to get into the squad. That was the one given example of a specialist centre back on loan. There are a few. This one's for D. I don't agree. He needs another season.
What do you mean it's for me? You just put a comment here.
Yeah. He's bashing your boy.
No, I don't think it's a mistake.
Yeah,
I think we've reached our point now. If we're looking at the squad, we're saying, all right, cool. The squad is fine. We're happy with the striker. Mateta is a brilliant striker. We're happy with the centre back. Wharton is brilliant there. We can't really improve that much from Wharton. It's worth £100 million. So what do we have to do now? Use that money wisely. Use that money. Spend that £30 million on a backup striker rather than signing someone like Fraser Campbell, as we would do back in the day, or someone of that quality. I would rather spend on quality now. Quality depth. We've reached that point. If you reach that point, sign that quality depth. Have that proper competition in the squad. I don't think that's a mistake.
This one, West Ham is out. They've signed. They've got Wan-Bissaka already. But they could probably, that's probably cover for Wan-Bissaka. Have they got another right back? No, they signed Walker Peters. They literally signed Walker Peters. That's exactly the same thing.
Yeah,
Lerma is better at centre back. He isn't good enough passer for the midfield. I think Lerma is very decent coming on in the midfield if you need someone to rattle about. But I actually believe he's probably better at centre back at the moment in this system.
Why? Because of his passing ability, or?
Pardon? I think he's great in the air. I think he's He's better when he's facing the play and he's not receiving the ball back to goal. I think his crossfield balls can sometimes be good. He's a great 1v1 defender. I do like him at centre back. I think every single time he's played there, he's been really good. Come on in the FA Cup final. We are not rich enough for that level of depth.
I don't know why we think that.
Tim's on my side today. Said again for Palace, it's about how you use the money. We have to be better. We have to be better at investing money than our league rivals. Are we
putting this money in our pocket? What are we doing? What we spent £3 million.
Buy Hoodie, another holding. I'm with Lou.
Buy holding. Spend money. Spend 10-15 million pound on.
But I think
£1 million.
But you could get someone on a season-long loan.
Yeah, well, get that then. I'm not against a loan move as well. We just need another centre back. That's what I said. I'm not against
the £15 million was spent on Riyadh, so I think they'd rather get a loan in. So when it gives time for Riyadh,
I think that's still good money. Well, he's out injured right now, but I think that's solid for a backup centre back. Like Riyadh's got a high potential when he first joined us. I know he hasn't been able to play much because of the injuries. But...
He needs time. He needs to not be rushed back. The money we have spare, we'll be looking at getting cover for Sarr. And listen, I'd rather them drop 20-25 million on Ghassan or El Khanous to be as the marquee squad signing.
But then when you talk about loan signings for centre back, what loan? This way it gets a bit difficult. What
loan with option
want to come to Palace? No, but what loan player is going to want to come to Palace to sit on the bench? What's the point of that loan move?
Well, you go for a loan player. You go for a player that is probably on the cusp of a who isn't guaranteed minutes where they are, and they're at like a bigger.
Yeah, but you're not guaranteed minutes at Palace.
But at least, but you're not guaranteed, but you're very likely to get it.
Are you? So who do you think? Well, I don't know who we could loan.
If you come in as the fourth best centre back, you're gonna play. There's gonna be suspensions, injuries, League Cup, FA Cup. There's gonna be so much. When
we signed Chalobah on loan, he came in and he just simply took Richard's spot. So I don't know. I think with loan players, there's a reason why you're loaning them out, especially if they're young. Maybe if they're a bit older, if they're not getting many minutes, look at Chilwell. I think that's a good example. You can loan him and maybe not give him the minutes because he's an experienced player. You just want to improve your squad depth. But if you're loaning one of the youngsters, which you mentioned with Josh, what's his name? Josh
Achimpong.
Yeah, Achimpong. If he was to come to Palace, I don't think he's coming to Palace to sit on a bench. That's not good for his development. It's like us loaning out Jez somewhere for him to sit on a bench. No, it's not good.
Okay, what about Tosin Adarabara?
I think he's got a bit more experience, but I still, if he's coming Palace, I think he's coming Palace to play.
Yeah, but you're saying it's competition.
I think so. I think Tosin, because he's not even that old.
So whoever, but that's what I mean. But you said you wanted a player to come in and compete. So we need someone of the same level. They need to be able to back their ability. Do you know what I'm saying?
True.
Big up, Joe.
Big up. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, please hit the like button.
Hit the like button. What's so wrong with Jamide getting his chance? We might be playing a conversation. He can play. No, I get it, but I'm just saying I don't want to overhype him. But from what I've seen and I've seen Kapora play. I saw him play at Arsenal. Like that was harsh to be thrown in that environment. And obviously, I've only seen Jamide in pre-seasons. But when I talk about what a Premier League football player looks like, ability on the ball, he fits that profile as a left centre back. Like I get that feeling from him, a bit like how people got that feeling of Ozo when he was coming on for us, and he had that game against City when he come on. That I get that same vibe, but I get a higher quality of Jamide. Remember, Jamide is 18. That's crazy.
We've kind of drifted away from the Edouard situation.
Sorry, we got loads of comments.
Yeah.
Got 136 people in here.
Yeah, I was going to quickly mention your thoughts on Edouard deal in this stance of €6 million, which I think is lower than maybe expected, like probably £4 or £5 million. I think the biggest thing for me would be the wages, but if we're getting Martinez for around €4 million, as you mentioned, similar to Sosa, and get rid of Edouard, I think that's a positive move. But Edouard, no major shock there. However, Nketiah got injured, so with the striker position, we'll see going into the new season. I know you missed it.
It's the wage bill. It's the wage bill, though, isn't it? It's 80k of the wage bill.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Martinez is not going to take Richard's spot. You don't know. he's very good on the ball, and obviously when you're playing out from the back, that's a key thing. But I'm a massive Richards fan. We are financially cautious, but it does feel like we're counting pennies a lot of the time.
Yeah, I think we got money to spend. I think we've got money to spend.
Yeah, we do. We definitely
spend it. Let's just spend it. So yeah.
Yeah, this guy's sending for Eddie. This is exactly what I think.
I don't think we need 2 centre backs. I think we only need 1. We only need 1 centre back. If Gay was to leave, then that's 2. But right now we only need 1 centre back. Agree. Right wing back, centre back, and another number 10.
Wait. Is that including Martinez? Because if we just bring in 1 centre back, then
yeah, 1 centre back. Right wing back Martinez in my head. Another centre back.
Okay, yeah, cool.
And so then another number 10. And I think we're sorted there. And as I said, with the Martinez deal, in total for a goalkeeper, left wing back, right wing back, we spent on average around £5 million if this deal was reportedly true. So £5 million we spent, and we should have decent amount of money spent on another number 10 and a centre back. So I think if it's not a loan move, if there's no loan opportunities, I'm not against signing a permanent signing as well of a defender. As I want to do whatever. I just want to show Glazer that we are serious. That's all I want to do. I don't think us spending £30 million in one window is going to damage us financially as a football club. If you spend, I don't know, £50 million on a centre back and £50 million or £20 million on another number 10, I don't think that's going to kill us. I think we're fine. I think we're in a financial. I think that we're in a good position, even based on what we spent last year.
But I do think definitely if we get Martinez, that allows us to use that centre back for a loan and really, really spend the money, because goals are the hardest things to come by. And with Sarr and Eze and Mateta, we've got a deadly front three, but the drop off is a lot. I'd rather spend, if we're talking Martinez, Sosa, Benitez, and a loan, 4 players for less than 10 million, go spend 40 million on a centre midfielder and another attacking player.
I don't think we will, though. I don't think that's in our model. But we can spend that 20 million on...
No, I'm saying 20, like maybe 10, 15 million on Juf.
Denise forward.
Gassan. And
Gassan,
Hackney.
We linked with Gassan. There was another report today, actually, that's coming out.
Yeah.
Even though it's a bit... I don't know how to feel about the report because it sounds a bit funny. But apparently, according to the report, we bid 20 million euros and we're willing to only pay 10% of that upfront. So 2 million euros upfront, which... Yeah, it doesn't sound realistic, but it seems like there is a bit of talk around Gassan. And I think they're actually signing another forward, which makes it interesting. They might be signing his replacement. But Gassan for 20 million or 25 and centre back for 15, 20, I think that'll be solid on top of this deal. I think we're going in the right direction, because I do feel like with the creativity number 10, you look at the second game and you can see like we could do with another creative player. And I think Gassan fits into that category to give something different in comparison to Sarr.
Yeah, I think the Gassan stuff, even there was that thing where Parrish liked, like the Alex Euro guy done the thing on Gassan.
Oh, yeah.
Parrish liked it. And Nice have got a full agreement with the forward Ransov Heidensdorfer that they're signing for 6 million euros from Hamburg, who is in Gassan's position. So make that what you want. But I know that the quit thing there was no actual article on that, but it's probably people feeding stuff out. I don't even know why he even tweeted that, but Gassan is the guy, I think. Or El Khanous. But El Khanous, we're fighting with a lot of clubs for El Khanous, because he is very good. He is very good.
I do think he's good as a squad player as well, but I don't know, it's gone a bit quiet.
And I think El Khanous gets his pick of clubs. Do you think at his age he might be wanted guaranteed a bit more playing time? If we can say I don't know, it's hard. Gassan or El Khanous is great. Is a great guy.
I think that's too much. I think that's too greedy.
I said either one of them. I said,
yeah,
either one I'll take.
Yeah, either one. We don't need that
my preference, I think I got El Khanous.
Is it? How comes?
I don't know. There's something he's got that. Gassan's good. I saw El Khanis play in the Premier League.
Yeah, I guess so.
And
He's got that Premier League
that's
experience.
just it's splitting hairs. Gassan might be better, but from what I've seen and what El Khanis can produce, he's got that wealth, that X factor.
Yeah. Now I'm happy with Eva as well, but I really like the look of Gassan. So yeah. But with the number 10 position, the one thing is we do have to spend money on that. It's not going to be anything £5 million or 10 million. It will be around the £20 million if we do actually want to sign a quality, which hopefully we do. But what about the timings of these transfers? Because I think it was you that you mentioned it in our chat that ideally you want a couple players in before the Community Shield.
I want 2 players. I want that Martinez one is really important because I think it makes the squad so much better. Whereas I know like a number 10 would be good, but that like you'd still have the whole Eze thing and stuff like that. But this Martinez one just feels like a very, very good signing. It feels like Munoz for 5 million. Like that levels that can change the squad. I'd really like him and one more to maybe not be in the squad, but like it's about to be announced, ready to train, start that training week for the Chelsea game. That's what I want. I want 2 players in full training for Chelsea.
Do you think we will do that though?
I hope so. I really do. I
hope so, but do you reckon that will happen? Because we're talking about the cash decision being made on the 11th of August. If we're talking about that linking to transfers about the European decision, then I mean that's the decision gets made on a Monday.
I don't think the Martinez one's. I don't think the Martinez one is effective because I don't think Girona.
Yeah, Martinez one, sure. Yeah. I don't think it is. Number 10 might.
My heart says, yeah, but my head says no. If I'm going off what I normally see, I don't think so. If we, like you said at the start, and how Carl said, and we said about in the final, if not now, when? If we won the cup, if we're not going to push, if we're not going to push on now, when are we ever going to do it?
Yeah, that is literally my stance on it. That's why I do want to sign that quality depth options, because when it comes to the money aspect, I think we've got money to spend.
But when you see those moves like Martinez, you can see how shrewd you can be in this business. We can even take Bournemouth for what they done. They signed Kirkez, Zabrani, and Huijsen. The Zabrani is about to go for 70 million. They sold Huijsen for 50 and Kirkez for 50. They've just made 170 million euros and probably outlaid.
Well, we don't really operate like that.
No, I don't. Well, Elise was one, but he had a release clause.
We're not really a selling club as people think we are.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying how being shrewd in the market and buying well and scouting well and buying in right transfer markets, not going for inflated Premier League players, overpriced Championship players. If you're going to go in the Championship, really dip in and get good deals. Get good deals from European clubs who can't pay a lot of money. You can offer a bigger package, but like the bigger clubs don't want to gamble on them too much. Do you know what I mean? Like what big clubs are going to really go for Martinez? But again, we're battling with the likes of Everton, West Ham. Like West Ham signed Juff, Everton signed Barry, Leeds want Kanoos. They're not even really in our lane. Brighton got that Makaipa. Like we're battling with all these teams to get these players, and it's we have to act fast.
Yeah, we do. Juve one was a big. Well, we'll see if it's a miss or not, but he looked exciting player anyways when he was playing for Prague.
We don't want them Callum Wilson signings.
They signed Callum Wilson as well, though. I mean, their fans are not really happy with the transfer window so far. So,
if you told me Callum Wilson could stay fit, I would have him as a backup.
Yeah, but he's 34 years old and he has shown recently that he can't stay fit. So it's like they were competing and they were fighting for European football. Now it's like, what can you really do with that squad? It's like what they're trying to really do.
They signed They've got Wan-Bissaka and they signed Walker Peters, so don't worry.
Yeah. They're sorted. I think they're sorted. I don't think Martinez is a problem. So, and that's why maybe this is like an opportunity for Palace now to step in at this time, because it's like West Ham have come out of the picture. So it might be a bit more easier to do the negotiations. And plus, they're getting a player. Don't forget, Edouard. Edouard is involved. I don't know if West Ham were going to trade players with Martinez, but Edouard, we have to move on. We've been talking about it. Who's going to buy him? Where's he going to go? If there's anyone, if we're getting any kind of fee at this point, get rid and pretend it just never happened, because those 10, 20 minutes at Tottenham, when he first came on, I was like, finally, we've got a striker. And then, boy, was I wrong about Edouard. He just came on and scored a goal. Then things went south. Should we wrap up? Is there anything else?
Yeah, that's about it. Let's hope. What we got coming up this week?
Next week, we're going to have a lot of stuff. We're going to have a preview, of course, for the Community Shield. We're going to have Palace news, maybe some season previews as well. We'll see reactions, hopefully to the Community Shield. So yeah, there's going to be quite a few stuff.
Might even throw in when we was mulling over, maybe a little tactical show before the game.
Yeah, if you're in a tactics bag,
tacticos.
If you're in a tactical bag, what have you been studying over in the summer in your off time? Show us your skills, innit? Yeah, you've been reading bare books, so we can. Live stream for the conference draw. Yes, CPFC stream. You're right.
Yeah, see, look, we got a lot, man.
Yeah, we got a lot. So if you haven't already done so, subscribe.
If someone signs,
exactly that as well. If Martinez gets done. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Hit the like button also for the stream. Helps us out, honestly. And we'll be back. If not tomorrow, definitely on Monday to the Conference League draw, as currently that's the competition we're in. And then the rest is history. We've got a busy week coming up. So, that's it from Lou and I. And until next time, up the Palace.